is causes you love, because I know you're really big on Operation Christmas Child, and I was wondering if you wanted to talk about that for a minute.
Yes, I do. Hold on a second. Look at that. They have new totes. So I don't know if anyone knows about Samaritan's Purse or about Operation Christmas Child, but if you don't, they hand deliver shoe boxes that we pack just before Christmas time here and get delivered to various countries around the world. It's amazing. Most of these children have never received a gift before in their life, and I had the honor of going with them a couple of years ago to Africa, to Senegal, to deliver some of these gifts to them. And what an experience. Like, I have no words for what they are like. They're so beautiful. I'm just going to show you my little Africa wall here. A few images that I have from being there. Those are just a couple, but yeah, I took my camera, I documented the whole trip, and I actually submitted all the images to them so that they could use them. They're a non-profit. They're all over the world, and they do such great work. It's not just the Operation Christmas Child boxes. They have projects. Some of the people that I traveled with had been on multiple missions with them, and you know, it's such a good cause. Look into it if you can.
Yeah, I will post a link to it when I repost this video.
Awesome. Excellent. Yeah, it's I think, like, I had always wanted to do something like that. I had always wanted to go somewhere and do something that was helpful and, you know, building a community of some kind with, you know, people that needed it. One of the most amazing parts of that trip for me was going into a compound where they had literally sectioned off a plot of land and hadn't touched it for 10 years in the desert. So it literally just desert. And leaving it alone and not having any human contact with it for 10 years allowed plant life to actually grow up out of the sand.
That's crazy.
So it was insane. So when they went back in, they cultivated that land. They ended up turning it into food for the community. So then they would bring students there to learn horticulture and, you know, about how the system works. And it was just amazing. It was so amazing. I had tasted the best carrot I have ever had directly from the ground.
Yeah.
That had been desert. Like, it was,
because it hadn't been like touched with like pesticides and like manipulated and
no, not at all. And the best part is that they were feeding their communities, right? So the whole idea was that they taught these people how to feed themselves, and then they took that knowledge back to their own little villages and were able to grow their food so that they could support their community. And it was amazing. It was so cool. And yeah, I just, it makes me want to have a garden. And I have a little apartment right now, so that's not a thing. But
feed my garden anytime.
I can use yours. You know, I have no green thumb whatsoever. But in fact, my cats eat every plant that I try to bring into this house. So,
God.
Oh, joy of pets, right?
That is true. You do have to keep things away from them. Yeah. So I will post the link to what Leanne was talking about. When I repost this video for Operation Christmas Child, she works, you do this every year, right? You don't go to Africa every year, but you help them every year.
Africa every year. I mean, aside from this year, obviously I didn't have a whole lot of opportunity to do it, but every year I host mini sessions, Christmas mini, and proceeds go to, well, portions of proceeds go to delivering shoe boxes. So I will pack shoe box for every single family that comes to me.
Okay.
So it's it's a passion project of mine, and if I do travel somewhere again, I definitely want to be a part of their water project,
Yeah.
because bringing clean water to communities is, we are built so much of water, and when people can't get it, that's very sad.
That's one thing that we take for granted here in Canada is we have access to water, just go and turn on a tap, and it's such a vital thing that so many people actually don't have. So
yeah, well, and I think I learned to be humble, really, with being able, I am now so conservative about how much water I use and the garbage that I put out, because I spent 10 days in Senegal, and they had squat toilets and whatever. I had trouble going to the bathroom when I got home.
God.
Literally, because the proper way is for all of your intestines is that you squat.
Yeah.
Right? Because it naturally flows out just like babies.
Mm-hmm.
If you were on all fours, it comes out more naturally. According to the biological system, anyway. I don't personally have any children yet, but, well, aside from my fur babies.
I get it.
See, I knew you would. Actually, it's funny, I was talking about birth with my mother yesterday. I'm not really sure how we got on the conversation, but you did come up in the conversation because of how short your deliveries went.
Oh God, yeah.
They kept being cut half and half and half, and you almost had the last one in an elevator, I think.
Elevators, cars, come on, who needs a hospital?
Right?